Trust funds and FIFs are a really important part of the global financial architecture, especially the concessional architecture. But perhaps even more than that, they are mechanisms to induce innovation, partnerships, and they really help in piloting things that can later be scaled up.
The biggest problems that face the world need multi-sectoral collaboration, and this is definitely true of water. Both in terms of on the ground, you need collaboration between the different major water users, but also in terms of finance. The role World Bank trust funds play is crucial because they fund the thinking around what is needed, and they can also support development of country-level platforms that bring these stakeholders together to make real progress towards a just and climate-secure water future for us all.
You know, when I was working in operations, when I was a task team leader for projects, I always looked for trust funds. And the reason is, with trust funds, you can do things that you cannot normally do with IBRD loans or either credit. If you want to try out new approaches, if you want to pilot something innovative, you want to help the country design projects, you want to channel the funds to NGOs, not just the government counterparts, you need trust funds.
Well, the Gates Foundation definitely values its partnerships with the World Bank, and we've worked together in areas like agriculture, health, water, and sanitation. And we value the opportunity to look how we can scale innovations. And moving forward, I hope that we can work with the World Bank to figure out ways to better incorporate knowledge and innovations from external partners like the foundation and the private sector through FIFs and trust funds.
The landscape of trust funds and FIFs is rather complex. They're very different from single to multi-donor trust funds, and also every FIF is different from another one. This is one of the most difficult areas when it comes to development finance, to understand how they work, how they operate.
That's why trust funds and the IDA IBRD financing are totally complementary to each other. They need each other, and that's how we get the biggest bang for the buck.
You know, trust funds and FIFs are a really important part of the concessional financial architecture. We have the new Trust Fund Annual Report now, and it really lays out ways in which trust funds and FIFs are helping in furthering the World Bank's core mission of ending extreme poverty, boosting shared prosperity on a livable planet.